The Yankees missed out on getting Carlos Correa just because we have Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks. Those massive contracts, $30 million in total with Aaron Hicks left and $27 million with Josh Donaldson for his last season right here with the Yankees. That's what stopped us from getting a Carlos Correa, and that makes me really mad because we could have had a Carlos Correa so easily and made this really the evil empire. I know some of you guys don't really like Carlos Correa and would have been kind of upset or feel weird about it because of that cheating scandal that went through in 2017 and how he was so outspoken. But if we're in win now mode, we got to take whatever players that can help us win now. And Carlos Correa is one of those players. Obviously, he went to the San Francisco Giants and signed a massive deal with them. We still have a problem, and that's Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks. The Yankees can't seem to move them at all. And John Heyman says this: the Yankees have been unable to find takers for Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks. Donaldson played a great third base, but his patented bat speed is a question. Donaldson's presence and pay were one reason Carlos Correa couldn't work for them. No team is willing to trade for these guys, and it's pretty obvious. Josh Donaldson just can't keep up anymore. No team's going to be paying most of his contract or any of it. The Yankees would need to package a prospect or something else, same thing like how the Red Sox packaged David Price with Mookie Betts to send him on over to the Dodgers. The Yankees would have to do something similar, obviously not that high ticket of a player like Mookie Betts, but obviously a good prospect and maybe a couple of other players in order for another team to even think about taking a Josh Donaldson. Aaron Hicks could be a little bit easier. He's only getting paid $10 million each season. It's just the fact that we have him for 3 more seasons that it's like, that's way too long, and there needs to be a way to shed that. And this should have been taken care of earlier last season. We could have had a rookie up. We could have had so many different options up that could have set us up really well for this offseason, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. And it all falls back to Brian Cashman and then Hal allowing Brian Cashman to basically run the show. I really do feel like this offseason, Hal has taken over and has said, no, I'm going to negotiate with Judge myself, and I'm going to go and negotiate with Carlos Rodon. And at the end of the day, we got those 2 huge free agents. If the Yankees would have acted like that earlier and would have traded an Aaron Hicks, a Josh Donaldson earlier on last season, then we would have been set up even better. And I don't think it would have even hurt us in the playoffs. Josh Donaldson did nothing in the playoffs. Aaron Hicks, he just got injured. We could have easily had some rookies there, or maybe even a Peraza there, a Cabrera there, doing defense. If you guys like defense so much, then we could have had one of those guys that are good with the glove, or we could have kept Gio. But that's the past. Now we have to look into the future and what exactly can happen. We can't allow moves like this to stop us from getting other players, and it's just unfortunate that just because we couldn't trade a Josh Donaldson or an Aaron Hicks, now that stops us from getting a great player like Carlos Correa, which could have really changed this whole lineup totally. Yes, of course, Judge, we have him. Yes, of course, Rizzo, we have him. But we need another power bat. Someone that's different, that's not the regular lineup that we have. Right now, going into the season, we have the same lineup going in there. There's really nothing different. Pitching rotation, great, awesome. The lineup, there needs to be more changes there. And I just wish we would have got a Carlos Correa. But guess what? We didn't. And that's all because of Cashman and because of his moves that he did, getting a Josh Donaldson, signing Aaron Hicks to that long contract. I hope there can be changes, but we're just going to have to see what happens. Most likely what will happen is Josh Donaldson will play third base for the rest of the season. The Yankees can get the most out of that $27 million that they will be paying him. And then we just have that one last season with him, and then we can be good to go. Aaron Hicks, we're going to have to deal with him longer, but I do feel like we might be able to trade him, especially after like a season or 2. His cost is virtually going to be nothing. Any team really to take him on, and hopefully he recovers and gets to a place where he's hitting decently, he raises his value, and then that's when we trade him. Not keep him. No, not keep him. Trade him. But for now, that's where we're at, and I just thought it was really interesting that that's one of the reasons, at least that's what they're saying, is why we didn't go after Carlos Correa as hard as we should have, and that would have been a huge surprise, and that would have been massive for me, at least, in seeing another good player and another clutch player in the playoffs there in that lineup, because we really need that.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.